Boogie, drop that beat.
Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Talking Out Loud with Miss Talkative. Everything I say is my own opinion, alleged, and strictly entertainment purposes. Remember, I'm just talking out loud. Please like, share, subscribe. Comment on the video, let me know what you think. Now, Queen Sheba dropped another nugget, like always, and she stated that Martell gave Raph from Real Housewives of Atlanta advice to divorce his wife, Drew. And I'm like, well, wait a minute, what Martell? Because I know it's not the Martell that wasn't able to speak about his own business at the Black Expo. He couldn't speak about the wine, the book, the calendar. He couldn't speak about the suit line. He couldn't even speak about one of the past businesses that Melody was running while he was watching. Because I get it. He couldn't probably speak on his businesses because they ain't about nothing. But he couldn't even get up there and speak about one of the past businesses that Melody was running. So, but anyway, I was like, I know it's not the Martell that needed Carlos Never King to go on interviews with him to make sure that he didn't misspeak or shove his foot further in his mouth by talking too much, because he know the viewers already don't like him and they be on ready set whenever he does an interview just to tear him to shreds. So I know that wasn't the Martell, and it couldn't have been the Martell that that needs to be on his way to jail for Sexgate and Revenge P, because him and his baby mama both need to be getting their affairs in order and possibly sending that little one to Ohio or Atlanta to be with the family, because they need to be sent up the river for that mess. But I'm like, I know it's not the Martell that can't pass his builder license if they read the answers off to him while he was taking the test. I know it's not the Martell that fumbled the best bag that he would ever get in life and is now down there homeless. Homeless while begging for his kids' money from their sugar mama line. I'm like, you got to be a new kind of low down and dirty. But my question is, when did Martell become a marriage counselor? Because I know that men are dumb and they tend to stick together in most cases. But Raph, have you seen Love and Marriage Huntsville? Martell's whole resume is right there on the show. You can find out everything you need to know about him. And if the parts that, if there's parts that's missing or you need some more insight, the rest of it is displayed heavily throughout social media. Just pick a subject. It's all there. Him being a father. It's he was a shitty father. We all know. Him being a husband. We know doggone well he was a shitty husband. That's why Melody divorced him. So you using him as your marriage counselor? Your advisor? But Martell is such an open book. I don't know how people can keep getting into business with him or doing any dealings unless, they cut from the same cloth as him. But I always thought that Raph was a trash bag of a man and a shitty husband. But to take advice to divorce your wife and leave your family sinks to a whole other level of slow, dumb, and disgusting. It's like, you can clearly see that Martell not playing with a full deck, but yet you allow him to advise you in one of the biggest, most important decisions of your life to move forward? Really? You didn't have no uncles, no friends, anybody besides Martell to advise you on what you should do or what you could do? Hell, the wino outside the liquor store could have gave you better advice than Martell. The older gentleman that fixes cars in his backyard could have gave you better advice than Martell Holt. But Drew, she needs to realize who she married and put her big girl panties on and move forward and not look back, because anybody that allows a nobody like Martell to give them marriage advice to divorce their wife and not try to work things out and not try to go to counseling, or at least try to communicate with your spouse to see what's missing, or what's wrong, and try to repair it. That's a person that you maybe should not be married to, and it just may be a blessing in disguise for Drew. So if I was her, I'd just put one foot in front of the other and keep running until I got further and further away from him, because he taking advice from Martell Hope. Ain't no telling what he about to put you through. But in my opinion, Martell, he got enough problems going on in his life where he don't need to be taking on nobody else's nothing. Not marriage problems, not business problems, nothing. Because he can't get his own stuff together. He couldn't get up there and actually play the scene right. He couldn't even play the game right long enough to for him and Sheree to be in a relationship. He couldn't even get that right. So at least he can get a payday from Sheree, even though she was finna pay him. But I wouldn't have paid him neither, because he kept making her look stupid. He was supposed to give Sheree a storyline, not make Sheree the headline everywhere in a negative light. I mean, he is just so dumb. He can't get nothing right. He had Belinda in his corner that was helping him, exchange deeds and do quick claim deeds, and where he was trying to build a house supposedly. And apparently that came to a halt because Belinda must have pulled out. And she probably pulled out when he was on that interview with Queen Sheba, talking about he was trying to get baby mama on the show, and she deserved to be on the show, whatever. And by him admitting to Sexgate, and Belinda probably caught on to that and was like, "Oh no, I'm done." And plus, he called her his friend, talking about she was dating my friend. She was like, "Oh yeah," she caught on to everything, and so she pulled out and didn't want to have anything else to do with him. But he couldn't even get that right. I'm like, well, dang, Martell, you just mess up everything, any and everything. So that's why I don't understand how Ralph felt comfortable or felt secure enough that Martell was the best person to give him advice on his marriage. Like, you see what happened to him. You see where he's at. You see where he's going. Nowhere. Everything that he touches, he fumbles the bag. Everything is crumbling around him. But yeah, you thought it was a good idea to take advice from him. And Martell, you recruiting Ralph to join the divorce table, the fatherless home club. You just speeding up your karma with this mess, because you want everybody to be in the same boat as you, so you can say, "I ain't the only one. I ain't the only one." And Raph falling for it. So if Raph falling for your antics and taking your advice, then he need to be in the same boat with you. I don't feel sorry for neither one of y'all. And that's just my opinion. I'm just talking out loud. Please like, share, subscribe, comment on the video. Let me know what you think.